some people that are watching this and see you on billboards and with sponsorship deals and see you as a former world champion, they'd be shocked to hear this. They'd be like, "Well, Heather, you're a professional fighter. I thought you'd be making a good amount of money."
Female fighters make a fraction of what male fighters made. I mean, I won a world title on HBO as the co-main event in Madison Square Garden. I made 20 grand. So put that into perspective, right? I'm the biggest fighters in New York City, period. End of story. And I don't even say that to be away. It's a fact. I sell a lot of tickets. I'm very popular. I'm a lucrative person to have on the card. I made 20 grand to fight for a world title in Madison Square Garden. So, money was never, that was never my constant, my real income. My real income came, I was working, doing title fights, still bringing my kid back and forth to school and working a full-time job. So it hurt me more when the gym closed and I couldn't be around my people.
Have you noticed that the purses have been going up lately?
They have, and it has a lot to do. Like, people don't really take into account that it was 2012 before women were allowed to box in the Olympics, before women were allowed to get that international recognition. So you have like Clarissa Shields, Katie Taylor. There are other ones, and I apologize, my mind is slowing, but you know who they are. Like the girls from the Olympics are the ones who are drawing the crowds, who got signed by promoters, who are like bringing in the money fights, like, and very well deserved. But I think part of my argument has always been they didn't let us go to the Olympics. We're just as good fighters as the Olympians, but right now I'm 38, and as are most of the girls who came in my era, and now promoters don't want to invest in us. So I see that over time, like, the girls will start making more money, but for my class, not so much.
I know, like in MMA, they get paid a lot better than the female boxers, but even with them, they're skewed a little bit compared to the men. But why is it that like MMA, newer sport, hasn't been along as much as boxing has? Why are they able to pay their female fighters more, but in boxing, it's not even close to what a lot of the top females are making?
I think there are two reasons. I think the first one is that MMA is a newer sport, and it's being run and publicized by newer age people, right? Like Bob Arum does not have a Twitter, right? He's not familiar with how to use social media as a platform to generate business, to generate sponsorships, to generate buzz, to tell the planet, like, hey, look at this new girl that's really cool that I got. So boxing never did that. Like, when I was coming up in boxing, had to be the one to tell the world I was here. Nobody was going to do that for me. Where in MMA, they showcase these girls in lots of different ways to make people want to see them, right? Like, I had to fight tooth and nail to get on the undercard at the Barclays when I was selling $40,000 in tickets. It never was like that for female MMA fighters. Dana White took them, like, you hate to say Ronda Rousey, but she really was the breakthrough, took her and said, I can make money with you, and just kept taking women and following that same model. That's the first thing. The second thing, I think in MMA, the money is spread out better, right? Like in boxing, you have this money coming in, and you have a very small percentage making a lot of money, and everyone else making sustainable money. Whereas in MMA, you don't have a $40 million purse. Conor McGregor, maybe, I think, at his max, don't quote me because 70 people will tell me what an idiot I am, but I want to say just a couple $1 million, right? Until he came to boxing. So the money is spread out a lot better there.